Center. We're very fortunate in the Los Angeles area to have multiple trauma centers available to us. County USC Hospital is one, Huntington Memorial. Those are the two primary trauma centers we transport to from this area. You see the paramedics making their way up. They're making contact with the patient on the right side. They're going to tell the patient some of what's going to happen. They're going to cover the patient with a sheet because they're going to break out this glass on the front. The truck company members, you can see them, they all have yellow helmets on. If you look on the side of their helmets, the red 21 signifies that they're from the truck company. The black 21 signifies they're from the engine company. And you can see they're going to set up their tools, they're making the assessment, they're stabilizing the vehicle.
The guy's neck.
We want to make sure that they stabilize the vehicle before we start the operation.
If his neck is broken,
See, they have a cache of equipment they're getting ready, making the determination on what the operation is going to be for this patient. Ambulance folks are going to set up and get ready for the patient. And the orange helmets are the captains of the apparatus. Again, the orange helmet on the far side of the vehicle right now is the truck captain. The truck captain and the truck engineer are formulating the plan for what method they will use to get this patient out. First, they're going to pop the door on this vehicle. They'll get the patient out, and then we'll walk through additional operations that we can do. Ultimately, we'll get to the point where they'll make the vehicle convertible. You can see there's a member on the front right now making space to get a purchase point to put the tool in. We're going to open from the hinge side there. A member up top is going to cut the glass out. Again, each extrication is unique. This is a little bit more of a full-scale demonstration on what we can do. For this particular, if it was just one person in the passenger side, we would focus solely on the door. Again, we're going to start here today. We're doing a little more so that you can see the full operation after we get the person out. You can see we talked about you have a firefighter on the fire engine that has the hose line. He's watching the operation to make sure if there was anything safety might find an ignition source, they're ready to extinguish that. Right now they're continuing to use the spreaders on the other side of the vehicle. See that door is starting to come off. Sometimes they'll have to reposition the tool a couple times to get a good purchase point or open it up where they can grab the cutters. You see they brought the cutters in there now. They have access to the hinge, and these have enough force to cut right through the hinges. Now they're finally on the pin side of the door. They'll come over and spread that rest of the way, and the spreader can take that off. At some point, they'll make a determination to get the door off. Someone's usually still talking to the patient this entire time. As you can imagine, if you were a patient inside a vehicle like this, it's quite stressful. There's always worried about the patient. You can see rather quickly they gain access. The ambulance team will come in, they'll bring a backboard. They're going to package the patient. The paramedics are talking to the patient, telling them they're going to take him out of the vehicle. A real team effort here between all the members from all three apparatus. You heard me talk. Ambulance folks will assist with the medical. See, they're getting the patient loaded on the backboard. And overall, how quick the entire operation goes to make access into one side of the vehicle to load the patient up. They have the patient loaded on the backboard, go on to the gurney. They'll continue to load that patient, strap down. That patient will go to the ambulance, and they'll start care depending on what the injuries are. Victims inside the car, depending how complex the amputation is, they may need to make access to every door. You're going to see a multitude of tools being used right now, from the cutting tools to a common sawzall that may have a different blade on. See them finish this process. Ultimately, they'll be ready to take off the entire vehicle momentarily. take this last door off on the other side. And
Plastic still connected on that back.
And then they'll make this nice Kia Sportage. If you guys are looking for anyone to do body work, these guys are available as a side job. They can make your car convertible. It might not be the cleanest job, but if it's hot like today, and you were looking for someone to take the roof off your car, we have you set up. Ladies and gentlemen, a brand new convertible Kia Sportage. So you can see in that situation, that would open up the 12:30. At 1 p.m. there'll be another vehicle